Okay, mate. So could you make a short video on TKO entry 243? I'll come back to this one. 243. So now longer term, these I suspect that these bases get taken out. My thought was, and well, hope was, I suppose, that this first base could hold and we could move up into the red 200 moving average on a daily chart, wherever that is, before rolling back down to new lows. I ultimately think that you know, it can TKO will probably end up going lower down to this area. It's hard to tell exactly where. I really don't know if we are going to come down here. I really don't know. It's in a fantastic place. It's an amazing place. If this can keep going down to here, I will be loading boats of it down in this area. Again, I don't know if I can do that. I have accumulated in this range a small bit. I think I've TKO. I think I bought 2 of my 4 buys here. So obviously, if it continues to drop, I need to average down, and that's kind of my plan on it. A little bit early, maybe, but my plan was, and my plan still is, this first base in theory should come up above the red 200 moving average, and if it can do that, I could potentially make 100% on my trades. If it does do that, then I may be looking to sell into above this red 200 moving average, and then re-add somewhere down here. That in theory could be could be something you may look to do. Even if you sell half up here and it rolls over, you're still protecting yourself. You're kind of lowering your average because you've got more capital then to be buying lower. There's different ways of playing it, of course, but for you, I think you're short-term trading. But you know, it's still good to understand and good to think about those even in the short-term trades. But in the short-term trade, you want to see it hold this green line here, holding the green line. If we flip this to a 2-week, you can kind of see what's going on here. It's trying to form a 2-week stop on doji. So ideally, this needs to hold. But even on a new 2-week candle, well, this situation here needs to hold, right? If it's going to be bullish, well, a dip down into this wick should be bought up again, somewhere down into this area, right? That dip down there is okay, and that dip down there is to 234. You know, I'm going to set an alarm on that actually. Why am I going to set an alarm right there? Because it would be a down into a pierce of this low. If we pierce that low down there, it might be a fantastic place to be adding or even buying. So it's definitely a level to be watching, because a 2-week bullish stop hunt, you know, it's very important. And if we look at the 9-week will be red. Yeah, 9 weeks red, but it's still a 9-week bullish stop hunt, and it's a monthly stop hunt. Now, of course, it is still red. A lot of coins have not got the traction. There is the possibility here that this is a fake out with only a few coins, and the rest of the market continues to go lower. So we need to be aware of that, and that's why I say that, you know, this level is really, really important to hold. So that's my thoughts on that. If you start breaking down that level there, you need to be concerned. The ideal situation here is that, you know, the stop hunt holds, and one daily candle, whenever that comes, they're all kind of breaking up one by one. They're not easy to catch. The market is still very choppy. You know, you can look at this. They're trying to move up off this, but a dip here is okay in a consolidation. But one daily candle could change this, and then it could be on the road into the apex. Bitcoin needs to hold up as well. Well, Bitcoin flipped red on the day. There's inflows of 8,000 BTC, which is quite a lot. So that is technically bearish for Bitcoin in the near term. Can cause some sell-off in the markets also. So you just need to be careful. If we look here at ZCX, you can see we're sitting on the point of control here. Okay, so I mean, in an ideal world, you want to see this hold, and you know, pierces below it are okay, but you do want to see that hold. I just want to take this off the chart. So there is. Is this bottomed? Yeah, maybe not. Where's the volume actually? So definitely nice volume here is kind of what you want to see close to the lows. There is compression between the white 100 and the rest of them. You know, quite often this will want to break up, but I'm not too sure. I don't really like this space here. You know, this could easily get another test of this to allow the moving average to drop. So like for me, this chart needs a lot of work. It's not going to be easy to moon, but it, you know, yeah, I mean, I can't rule it out. I suppose you can always get these bear market spikes, especially when you're down on these levels. Like these are choppy accumulation levels, not very good for trading. Market bottoms are never good for trading, or close to market bottoms. I would suggest that this is long-term accumulation. Whoever's buying this, the 3-day has just, you know, it's having a bearish 3-day reversal, which is not really what you want to see. You know, the new 3-day tomorrow could imply that this wants to go lower. If you imagine that having a red, you know, it's not a good rejection. It's not what you want to see, to be fair. What was your buy point? 14.9. So when I look at this, you know, that's a breakup candle. It looks to me like we're forming an inside bar on a 2-week candle. I think I may have mentioned this in the last time I made a video, but you know, it looks like this is what it's doing. We're still consolidating. It looks like this inside bar is going to close something like this. There's not going to be any big moves until a new 2-week candle. If all goes well, you know, a new 2-week candle could move up in here to take liquidity above. Pretend that's a green candle. That's the ideal situation. I think if anything, it might drop a bit more in the meantime. It's not easy to pop up and flip green here. It's a lot easier for the market to form this doji inside bar doji candle. These, if it pops up into the, see if it pops up and takes liquidity in this wick here, in this 2-week wick, and fails and goes back down, that's a warning sign that it may want to roll over to new lows again. I think it should pop up next 2-week candle into this wick at least. Okay, and if it does pop on there, up in there, either look to take profits, or you know, if it fails up there and comes back down to where it is now, you need to be very wary of that. For now, I think it's stuck in shop. It probably needs time. It needs a new 2-week candle. Not too sure what else to say about it. You know, it's green on the month here. It's great. It's what you want to see. If it pops up and holds on a new 2-week candle, then that's pretty good. At this point, it's stuck in shop. I mean, you're going to have to hold this until a new month to see if it wants to actually continue upwards. I don't see too much movement, you know, over the next 13 days. Maybe a little bit, you know, a bit of movement, but you know, it needs 6 days at least until a new 2-week candle, and then from there we can take it from there and see if it's holding up. This is technically a bullish candle, and these bullish candles can give continuation on a new month.